this may be a hot take. I don't really fuck with his Elbaf design that much. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really that big of a fan, truthfully. With Sanji getting conquerors, bro, I'm about to be pushing the craziest of agendas, bro. What it do, crew? It is I, your local cloud nigga Nimbus, back at it again with another One Piece review for you today. Now, with all that being said, let's get in the peak! One Piece, chapter 1187, titled The Cause. Alright. The title, God, bro, Reiju's so bad, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I get on Oda's head for a lot of bullshit, but god damn it, he made Reiju like, oh my god. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw Reiju in the anime, like, bro, whew, man, bro, that she's so fucking bad. She's so bad. So we pick up last chapter with Luffy just punching the dog shit out of Imu and sending that brother man flying far, far away. Yeah, Louis just smacked that nigga across Elbaf with some Conqueror's Haki to it, putting that cock on it, bruh. So just, you know, Luffy slapping Imu with this cock. But Imu, being the real nigga he is, he's not phased. He's not even cracking a smile like he did with Loki, funny enough. And, ooh, oh shit. That nigga's not impressed. He's not impressed at all. As he summons his two, he does a little omen symbol, summon two omens. I think, honestly, I think he might have more beef with Joy Boy than he does with the original War God of Elbaf. Because he's not smiling at all as he throws up some gang signs and throws some omen balls at Luffy and Loki, right? And Luffy and Loki, they're having a little back and forth bickering. Loki's just like, hey gang, that was a good hit, but the only reason why you got that hit in is because of all the damage I did to him beforehand, right? As they're bickering, they don't notice that the two omen flames attach themselves to them. Imu comes flying back towards the two, and he does this little symbol with his hands over his eye, and this little fiery omen bell appears in the hole, and he calls it Blade of Hatred Stigma. And this seems to be some sort of tracking attack where he throws the omen flame on you. It runs to a part of your body or some part of your body. The blade Stigma pierces wherever they're at, right? And because of that, you know, cool little move review. I'm not gonna lie, Imu, that gets a 10 out of 10 for me, bro. I fuck with that heavy, especially with the way Oda drew it, as you Loki getting hit by this attack. Because the blade of hatred Stigma just runs straight through Loki, sending him flying back. Ooh! Damn. Okay, but I'm not gonna lie, this is a nasty attack. I really like this panel. This is actually a fire panel out of Oda. Like, since Imu gigantified himself, it made Loki look like normal. But now that he's a lot smaller, we get to finally see like Loki's real size. Like, oh my goodness, taking Loki out of this fight with Imu. So, you know, we're not getting the 2v1 I wanted, but still, I'm not mad at what we got at the end of the chapter. Trust. That's Imu's now what, 6-0 right now, because like what, he beat Sanson, beat Harudin, beat Zoro, beat Sanji. Now that's Loki. I mean, you can count. I mean, if you want to count Gerd for such enough for fingers, it's 6, but that's 5. 5-0 from Imu. Obviously, not really a really good start for a villain. You know, he's pulling up Kaido numbers. Then we cut back to the rest of Straw Hats of them trying to free Gunko or Princess Shuri. Right? Nami's hitting it with Zeus. It does nothing. I'm assuming they tried Frankie's Radical Beam and Jinbei's Brick Fist off the panel. But each of them all come to the same conclusion, like, yo, this shit is nigh unbreakable. We have Brooke and Frankie touch the ice, and they're like, huh, wait a minute, it's not cold. Now, I don't know if this is Oda playing on like the joke of like, you know, oh, like the non-humans are touching the ice, so like they don't have skin. Like none of like Brooke or Frankie have skin, so they can't really feel temperature for real. I don't know if that's a joke or not. I don't know. Sometimes Oda be dropping little seeds in jokes that we think are jokes, but are actually like hints towards something bigger, right? As you're just debating on what to do with this whole ice block, Loki crashes into the ice block and all of them hit the deck. Ragnar follows after him, spins in the air, hits the cube, and makes the cube start to melt. So it looks like Princess Shuri is about to get thawed out. And the real question is she still Shuri or is she still Gunko? Because right now, I think she's still going to be Gunko, and it's going to be Loki versus Gunko right now. That or Loki and the Straw Hats versus Gunko. Because I still think she's still under the... Obviously, she's not Daimyo Rishi right now, but she's still a god knight at the end of the day, because It has to be Loki versus Gonko because we already saw what Gonko versus Straw Hats look like. We cut back to Luffy and Imu, right, where Imu is trying to hit him with another Blade of Stigma. Luffy, using Future Sight, tosses his cloak away, the blade completely misses him. Then we cut over again, like I'm not gonna lie, we cut back and forth a lot this chapter, I'm not gonna hold you. We cut over again to the West Village around the Sea Cloud Port, where we have our mandatory Zoro ore farming moment. And listen, I'm not gonna lie, this isn't like, I really fuck with this panel, right? Like this is actually this actually is, I think, might be my favorite panel of the chapter. And I'm not even that big of a Zoro fan. I just love the way Oda drew Summers looking up at Zoro, Zoro looking down at Summers. I don't know the art term for it, but like I really love this like format of paneling from Oda. I do. And like I know I glaze Oda's art like a lot in these reviews, but I'm gonna continue to do it again. I really love like some of the panels that Oda has in the series. Now, I'm not gonna lie, some of them can be a bit much, like, you know, a lot of shit going on in one panel, right? But like the paneling in this chapter, I really fuck with. Like, it's really good, right? Oh, I'm not gonna lie, Oda, you did your big one, bro. Oda, you did your big one with this scene. I'm not gonna lie, this panel right here is tough. This panel right here is actually super tough. I'm not gonna lie, this is tough. I fuck with this heavy. I fuck with this heavy. This is gonna be using edits. I might even use this for an edit. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, by the way, how'd y'all enjoy that little Elden Ring edit I made? Y'all fucking with it? Zoro and Summers go back and forth, where Zoro's just like, yo, you fucked up our big ass party. Weren't you just at West Village? What are you doing here? Looking for a beating? You bastards ruined our reunion feast with our old friends. Oh, sorry about that. We're just here to pick up 10 or 20 kids at most. My associates should be bringing them over from the village any minute now. Then we'll be out of your hair. Is that so? What a coincidence. One of my associates is already swinging by the village. But I don't think your guy will be coming back. Yeah, I'm looking for this, bro. I'm waiting for this, bro. Let's get active. And so puts it plainly. Yeah, Sanji's gonna kill your mans, and I'm gonna kill you. Obviously, Summer, being like the complete dickhead he is, blasts in his face and completely taunts him, saying you have no idea how OP we are right now, as they are feeling really shysty with that Omen Flame behind him. As he throws an attack at Zoro, but Zoro was able to parry it. See, Zoro's the type of nigga to talk shit to your face, but speak highly of you while you're not around, bro. Truthfully, I'm the same way. I'm not gonna hold you. Sorry, little off topic. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was just glazing Zoro for ore farming here, but truthfully, this may be a hot take. I don't really fuck with his elbow design. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really that big of a fan. Truthfully, the leg warmers and like the cloak are cool, but everything else, it doesn't move me. It doesn't move me. Like, I do fuck with the mask. I didn't get why people were hating on the mask. I actually do fuck with the mask, but yeah, I'm not really fucking with this current design. But when Zoro gets serious, puts on that do-rag, we're gonna see if like, you know, his design will get some bonus points from me, because, you know, anytime Zoro puts on his do-rag, plus 10 all attributes. Regardless, we cut over again to the other part of West Village, away from the port, as Zaza and Killing Him are running amok. The New Age giant warrior pirates are trying their hardest to fight him off and rescue their kids. Damn, like, whoa, whoever this giant is right here, god damn, you fucked that nigga up, shit. He caught that bitch back in this panel and minked his shit. God damn. Where we get Sanji monologuing in the background saying, there are 3 issues that I need to deal with, or that I'm currently facing right now. 1, there's a monster bigger than all the giants on Elbaf, fucking them up and taking their kids. 2, that said monster is a woman, so I can't kick her. But all that shit don't matter, because the third and most important thing Sanji realizes, the cause of all this is really you, even if those giants lose sight of you. As he goes to land a strike on Killing Him is able to block it with a spear. As then Killing Him and Sanji begin to go have this back and forth. Sanji's just like, yeah, you may be immortal, but I know your weakness. And Killing Him just like, oh, please tell me you got Conquer Saki. Because if you do, come kill me then. Let's see if you can. Essentially egging him on. Like, these men, these Holy Knights are feeling real shiesty after getting their power buff from Pimp Daddy Imu, bro. Like, it's actually crazy. Sanji gets hit with an attack from Killing Him and gets sent flying into one of the buildings. This is where we get a little bit of a flashback of Sanji and Zoro talking to Gabon, right? This is part of the conversation that got cut off earlier, like when we went into the Rock Swashback, where Gabon essentially like kind of scolding Zoro, was just like, yo, your captain is one of the 4 emperors. You should be meticulous if you intend to have his back. My bad. Hey, old man, what about me? Do I really have Conqueror's Haki? You have the traits of one who might. Really? But somehow, you seem to be burdened with a painful uncertainty. You must be a king yourself if you truly wish to make Luffy the Pirate King. Bro, Garvon dropping dimes, bro. Garvon dropping gems. Garvon tells him that you should have the potential for it. However, for some reason, you possess a streak of masochistic instability. Honestly, that makes sense. Analyzing Sanji as a character, I can kind of see what Gabon's referring to, because Sanji has always been super critical of himself more than anybody else. When I first read this, my mind immediately went back to the conversation he had with Zoro and Wano, where he told Zoro, yo, at the end of this, if I'm not me, kill me. He was being dead ass. He was being dead ass serious, because Sanji has always had kind of like this internal struggle with himself, being Sanji the cook versus Sanji Vince Milk. He's never truly been able to fully accept both halves of himself, right? The life he had with Zeph versus the life he had with Germa. Like, Sanji himself is ashamed the fact that he is a part of the Germa bloodline, and I feel like that mental barrier is what's stopping him from reaching the levels of being a true conqueror. We even saw this way back in Baratie when Luffy first pulled up on the boat. Sanji didn't want to go with him because at that point he already had given up his dream to go find the All Blue, just go work with Zeph. And this is kind of what I was alluding to earlier in the Brook flashback about people giving up on their dreams and that leading to catastrophe. I was at least a little bit onto something there when I was like, like spin all that nonsense. You feel me? It completely makes sense to why Sanji is having that mental block stopping him from becoming a conqueror, because he still hasn't really fully gotten over the trauma with his family, right? And then we cut back over again to Luffy and Imu. Luffy, this time in Gear 5, staring down Imu. And Imu finally says,
"There thou art, Joy Boy."
And Luffy, being Luffy, does what he always does. Don't go call me whatever you want. The name's Luffy, the man who's gonna be king of the pirate. Yeah, that is the end of the chapter. I really did like this chapter, even though to me not really a whole lot happened. Although we did get the confirmation that Sanji is a conqueror, which, by the way, if I can just be selfish for a minute, I told you bitch ass niggas it was gonna happen. Oh my god, bro. With Sanji getting conquerors, bro, I'm about to be pushing the craziest of agendas, bro. I've been waiting years for this, bro. Bro, as soon as I found out Gabon had Conqueror's Haki, I'm like, oh yeah, Sanji FC, we up. We are eating good in Elbaf. Now, I do wish, Usopp was eating good, in Elbaf. But listen, I'll take it. I will take Sanji getting Conqueror's Haki, bro. Listen, literally, 3 of my favorite Straw Hats are all getting something this arc. Brook got a whole ass flashback. Sanji getting Conqueror's Haki. We're not going to talk about Usopp just yet. Listen, his moment will come. I promise you. I swear, it'll come. I am wondering how much longer Imu can stay in the run, right? Because now that Luffy's here, fighting Imu, and obviously Zoro and Sanji are getting into their fights, we're starting to get closer to we're still getting closer to the climax of the arc. I would say we're still on that rise in action a little bit, but we're getting closer and closer to the climax. Because now that Luffy's here, shit's really about to start getting crazy. That will be my review of One Piece chapter 1187, The Root of the Problem. I'd like to thank y'all for making it to the end of the video. Please be sure to like, comment, and finally drop that sub. Alright, that's all I got for y'all today. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Later!